Hey guys, Blended Everything here, and today we have the swim buds. So I've recently been doing a lot of swimming in the lap pool because I work as a lifeguard. So I decided to buy a pair of underwater headphones to see if maybe I could, swim like I run, which is kind of like just swimming and not really thinking about what I'm doing. So that would be nice to be able to do. So I bought these things. This is strange. So they're sold by like an underwater audio company, and so they have like swim boost, swim buds, whole brand lineup stuff. And in the actual box, it's not just like your earbuds, it's a whole bunch of stuff. So if we can get this to focus, you can see there's a whole bunch of different types of fittings in here, and of course your swim buds themselves. So these come with a special charging port. They're not just normal micro USB. They're a little bit different, and when you're actually swimming, the way that they go on, I believe, is something like this, and you have to put on your preferred type of ear fitting, which would be in this. So the biggest problem with a lot of these is the fact that you can't use Bluetooth underwater. So you have to usually attach this little MP3 iPod looking thing on the back of your goggles, and I didn't really want to do that. So I looked around for a while on the internet and I found these things, and these don't require an MP3 player because within them, there is a micro SD card that can save up to 8 gigabytes of songs. So that's super nice, and I won't have to deal with a bunch of technical problems like just putting them on and going swimming, because I don't really want to have to deal with that struggle, especially if they're just not worth it. So you can put these onto your actual goggles. You like attach them pretty easily. It has a little situation right here, and then let's see, there's got to be some more information as to how you're supposed to fit them to your ear, because there's so many different fittings. I don't even have a clue which one would be mine. Okay, so I guess they don't have information on that. Alright, so if I had to guess, I can probably take this off, right? Yeah. And then put like something else on. What is this? That doesn't really fit my ear. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of different types in here for your specification of like ear and like swim type. So if you're going pretty fast and you're doing a bunch of laps and you need them to stay in for the long run, it might be a little bit different than if you were going and doing like a swim, bike, run kind of thing. You obviously want the best fit, but in some cases you want a better seal than a better fit. In some cases you want a better fit than a better seal. So these different types of earpieces should be able to help you do that, and they also kind of second as just earplugs, so you don't get water in your ears, although that's really not a huge issue for most people who are actually swimming. People don't really care too much about that after like a couple laps. But yeah, that's what these are. I'm trying to figure out like which one would be mine. They're not super easy. Like they're not intuitively like fitting. Like that just does not even come close to fitting my ear. This one, I guess that kind of comes close. What are these things though? These are so strange. There's like different layers. See, there's like this clear type of fitting, and then there's like this cloudy one, and I don't know if they do different things. They could have better instructions on here. Okay, and as far as it goes with transferring your songs onto here, because you don't have Bluetooth, you have to use this USB setup and an application that they have for Mac and Windows to put your songs onto it. So this actually clips on to your earbuds and or swim buds, and makes it so that you can transfer your tunes, which is kind of nifty. Yeah, that's this like clip situation here that can help transfer. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this product. It's really not a super in-depth thing. I'm going to also include a second portion of this video which talks about how they worked in the pool, and I'll insert that here. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and also please share with your friends, because you know, sharing is caring. Okay, so it's been about a week almost, and I actually got to use these headphones today, and I am going to explain what I thought of them. So I ended up going with this type of earpiece. It doesn't look normal, but it actually fits my ears quite well. They have an abundance of different types of earpieces, as I previously showed you all. But the biggest problem I found with them is when I was swimming, I had to I don't wear a swim cap. If you do wear a swim cap, this is not a problem, and you could probably ignore this. The biggest problem I found was with this flap coming up as I took a breath to my left. It didn't do that on my other side for some reason. Maybe it's just because the way I put them in my ears, or the way my goggles were on them. And it is avoidable by just wearing a swim cap, or by spending a little more time on adjusting your goggles before you actually get in the water. As far as switching tracks and things like that goes, while you're in the water, it works pretty well actually. I'd say it's fairly easy. It's not as intuitive as you might think, as where these buttons are, and it's hard to feel them sometimes, but they are about as good as they could get when it comes to that. And in other ways, it's also a problem that you have to, if you have a Mac, if you're trying to use these for iTunes, you're gonna have to buy a software in order to offload music onto these, unless you buy all your songs from iTunes. But if you have Apple Music, then you're gonna have to buy a software online that can help you do it. It's like $40, I think. So in total, these are actually a little more expensive than you might think. However, they are pretty worth it. I would say I could swim for a lot longer with these in, as most activities go. But yeah, that's about it for this video. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and also please share with your friends, because you know, sharing is caring.